flashed off already. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the tissue and put it on just a bit of towel here. I'm going to spray it with water. I want to get it kind of wet, but not terribly wet. I sprayed the shiny side first. Shiny side is going to go out. Now I'm going to spray the other side. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to spray the bottom of the stabilizer. I'm going to take the tissue, so it's going to be the dull side. There's a problem doing it outside. There's always that dry air moving around. And I'm just going to drape it on. Now, I don't know how well it can be seen on camera, but there are definitely some like little hills and valleys, little bits like here that are sticking up too far. And basically we're going to keep doing this, where we pick it up and put it down using the meniscus effect of the water in order to get it down close to being as flat as we can. So this part's pretty good here, but this part over here is not. So I'm just basically going to pick this up all the way. I'm going to try doing the same thing again. Put it down so that I have the meniscus effect, make it all nice and flat. So there's a bit here that didn't work out. Just again, pick it up, put it down. And I can get to a point where it's pretty good, except for just like right here on the edge. So there, I'm going to hit it with a little bit more water. And now it looks good. Now the ideal way to do this next part, some people are going to say if you hit the whole thing with dope, you can just run acetone through it. I don't typically do that. I just used a light dope. You could use paper towel, you can use towel, anything to get most of the water off. You can see it's now flat and much drier than it was. Hopefully that's clear on camera. And now we'll take the 25% dope again. I'm going to run that right through the tissue. And there's a little bit of the tissue has folded over itself. I'm just trying to get most of that off before I run it through. Now I tend to do the edges first, all the way around. And now the important part, go right straight down the middle. There is a spar here that's on the bottom, and I want to be sure that that gets really nice and wet, because we want to have that get right through the tissue onto the dope that was underneath, because that dope acts as a glue to kind of hold it all down in the part that's actually, from our perspective, now sticking up because of the undercamper. Again, just a very liberal amount of dope goes on here. And now we let it sit for a few minutes. I'm going to stick the brush in a Chinese soup container with a little bit of acetone just to keep it nice and wet. We'll close this up. And this takes a good 10 minutes to kind of flash off well. I will show you the next step in just a second.